This is Laugh Smartly, recorded live with your hosts, Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun.
I'm going to hit record, and we are just going to go. Right?
Wait, I can't hear.
What do you mean you can't hear?
Why are you the only one?
No, because I'll take it off. You don't have to hear anything. I just want to make sure the audio is okay.
Just put your regular ears on.
We're actually talking to each other.
turn the mute off.
I can't hear anything. Am I deaf? What is?
I can't hear.
I feel like we're on.
Why would I say that? I haven't worn headphones in months.
I know you haven't.
I can't hear anything.
We're on location.
All right, I'm good.
We are, and we've actually started.
Are you okay? Like, is my voice good from here? Should I go there? Should I go up against it? What should I do?
You're very good right there.
Okay, excellent.
Just don't do
I
that.
feel like I should be singing
You should do.
or rapping.
What is the song you sing?
Scattered pictures.
Who sings that?
I have no idea.
Scattered
It's
Pictures.
just something that
Is it
every time I have
Barbara
my
Streisand?
phone- possibly.
I think
Speaking of singers, Bob Weir and Grateful Dead passed away yesterday.
so. Was he the last remaining?
No, there's still there's I think two others that are still
How old is he?
mid-70s. He had some kind of lung cancer.
Were the Doors around that same time I Grateful Dead?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
came out.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent my kid to the to his room for saying that he didn't like the Doors. I said, "There's no slamming doors in this house."
Okay.
I said,
Did you? There was a band, Three Doors Down.
Yeah.
That was named after
The Doors.
the Doors, meaning there were three dead members of the Doors.
Oh.
That's where the name Three Doors Down comes from.
never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, if you would hear, there's a song you would know if you've searched.
Sing it.
Sing it. I'm Scattered Pictures.
We did get some laughs from the audience here.
We do. We have a audience member this week. We had Jim M. from Ocean City, also of College Park, Maryland.
I in particular enjoy when there's a audience member that's not you guys because they sometimes laugh at my jokes. Yeah.
I do like
I mean, it really helps. It gives you a lot more confidence. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So here we are, another week. Rockfish let us in again. Went back and forth with Rockfish this week. I intend to see him at some point this week.
Yeah, I had an exchange with him too. I said, 2026, let's make sure
I want to see him.
we all get together.
I've never met him in person.
Yeah.
We only had that one interview with him on that thing, and we talked about it on email. But it was Rockfish let us in. As you can see in the foreground, we have Scotty's Vodka representing here. Scotty once again supporting us for our event last night, which was great.
Yeah, I was supported too much last night.
Yeah, we're we're supported too much. That's good. As I had a resolution of no hangovers. I was on the edge today.
Okay.
I was on the edge. I will admit that. My
So you were
soul was-
feeling no pain last night.
I was good.
Yeah.
I was the right balance.
Really?
What is that expression, Lucky, for mixing non-alcoholic?
Zebra drinking. Or I'll get some
Zebra striping?
Zebra striping.
Zebra strike.
Yeah, have you heard that,
No.
Mr. Fong? I'd never heard of it before.
Yeah,
It's an odd term.
Yeah. Well, you drink a
It's black and white.
drink a alcohol drink and then a non-alcoholic drink.
That's
But
good. Yeah. It's a way of pacing. I did that on Friday night, as a matter of fact, in Ocean City.
Yeah.
Which was great. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. So
What's black and white and red all over?
the newspaper.
A zebra with his head cut off.
Okay.
Wow. What a visual.
What about this other thing that we have here, Biff?
That showed up.
Biff's birthday was a couple weeks ago. We didn't get to celebrate, so
Yeah.
we gave him his gift last night.
It's a lookalike.
It's a
They actually took a picture of Biff and created a doll.
Well, and the Barbie dresses like Biff does too with the white pants.
It's a Ken doll.
Ken doll.
It's
It's a Biff doll.
I was
It's a Biff doll.
I would like to say I was touched, but I'm not sure I would use that.
Then it's
talking about a doll.
what do they call it? Come on, when you match a body exactly, it's up for. There's a technical word, scientific.
When you-
word.
Oh, doppelganger?
No. Like when you're genetically correct, but there's another word for it. What is it? Like
Oh.
it doesn't have a penis. That's what I'm trying to say.
Anatomically,
Anatomically.
Yes, it's anatomically correct. Yes, it just has a skin triangle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jim, you're not allowed to contribute like that. You can't.
Thank you, Jim.
You can't help.
Right.
And that's your daughter. So
I got to ride home with you.
yeah, that's right. Jim and I rode out together yesterday in the rain. Jim not a fan of my driving. I don't drive nearly as fast.
Oh, he likes to drive fast.
He likes to drive very fast.
Right.
And he likes to pass cars on 2-lane roads.
Okay.
And I did not do any of that yesterday.
Yeah.
So I was we got here and safely. Totally safe when I go.
I do have to arrive alive.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do like to have that thought in mind when I'm driving down the road. So
Got it.
it was good. So anywho, we are here another week, and there are a few things going on in the world. Why don't we just jump right in?
Okay. So a lot of political stuff going on, the Venezuela kind of thing, but it really turned me on to this. I started looking into the prediction markets. You guys hear of Kalshi and Polymarket?
I know Polymarket.
Yeah, they're the two big prediction markets. So like you can bet on world events, and actually you can create markets yourselves. On Polymarket, you can put a proposition out, like something will happen this year, and then it allows people to bet on it. And Polymarket, in this example, will like set the how the odds work in terms of payment. But Polymarket was interesting because someone bet $30,000 that Maduro was going to be out of office within the month of January.
Hours before it happened.
Yeah, I thought it was was it within the month or
within the month of January.
Okay.
And so that $30,000 bet paid out approximately $400K.
But they made the bet the night before, right?
It was really close.
It was
Yeah.
really close to it happening.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it was a month, which doesn't strike me that was a bad bet or for them to put odds on.
Well, okay, so think about what was happening when the proposition was created. They were taking out the boats.
Right.
They were taking out the drug boats.
Right.
Okay. So someone at that time, and again, in this example, the person who won that money was somebody from the administration.
You think?
Yeah.
Or the military.
Yeah. Someone in the know.
Yeah.
Right.
But Polymarket actually encourages insiders to get up and post, to be part of the market.
But but they had to take in more than $400,000 on this bet.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know if that's how that works. Like when the pool is created, but there's a bunch of legislation now being introduced. But like somebody in the House put like no insiders from government or
well, that's more about stock trading, right?
No, this is about specifically about this, but it's sort of the fact that insiders and the government are making money.
So
on
we could, as a group, come up with some odd thing.
Yes.
And $30,000.
Yes.
There's a minimum requirement that you have to put up on it.
No.
But the point is, we could come up with some random thing that says, we're Maryland one. We could say that the University of Maryland lacrosse team is going to score 3 goals in the final game.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
And they would determine if they want to take bets against that.
Polymarket. Yeah, you can create a market. Now, people participate in it or not,
right?
But if it's a popular thing, but Kalshi doesn't allow. They create the markets themselves.
I don't make predictions, and I'm going to say I'm never going to.
But like here's another example. Polymarket, just recently in I think it was in December. I was a Polymarket user turned heads when they went 22 for 23 betting on Google's 2025 year in search rankings, like the top 23 things that were searched on Google. Yeah.
Now, so Polymarket's offshore, right? Though it's a international company, it's a European company or something.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
And so you have to. Can you place a bet in the U.S. for Polymarket, or you have to send it through a VPN?
Okay, else? Okay, in some states with sports betting, you can make bets online, and some you can't.
Right.
But these prediction markets are not regulated like that.
Right.
And that's a part of. They're also trying to regulate it as well. Yeah.
Real quick, make a non-obvious prediction for 2026.
A non-obvious as for the world writ large.
It could be sports. It could be the world at large. It could be
a non-obvious prediction.
I got one.
What is it?
A Maryland football fan. Maryland has 8 wins in football in 2026.
I like that.
Because that's like I'm pushing the envelope. Like if they get 8 wins, that's a great season for us.
I like that.
I would say, gosh, it's good.
What about like Trump? You think he'll be in office by the end of 2026?
Yeah.
I guess the issue is will Trump be impeached if the House turns?
Yeah.
So I would say,
100% if it turns.
well, I'll say no.
Okay.
That would be a non-obvious one. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so these prediction markets are legitimizing themselves by working with major news
Right.
channel because they're feeding like statistics, like, oh, like if the impeachment thing was proposed, they bring those statistics onto their news site.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm going to go, it's a little nerdy, but I'm going to go with Cuba follows a similar path as Venezuela, and they change governments before the end of 2026. I'm way out there, but I'm going to predict that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the next.
They're gonna.
The people are going to rise up, maybe with our help.
Okay.
Yep.
Jeez.
Like the Iranians.
Yep.
Right now. So.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So the next one is we talked about our New Year's resolutions last week.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I wanted to just come back to it.
Oh wait, I wanted to tell you guys that I met a guy who won the Weatherman Forecasting of the Year award. Yeah, he's the reigning champion.
You made me stop
I
for
know.
that.
She said sometimes we have to stop at things like that. You're like, okay.
You get it, right? Reigning. Yeah.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So dry January.
Right.
Okay. But if you talked about drinking less,
No hangovers. is
No
fine.
hangover.
No
Okay.
hangovers.
Okay.
Hangover free 2026. I'm not giving up.
did you say how you're going to do it?
No, I just said that I was going to. I was going to moderate when I'm out drinking.
Okay. So I was looking for a few things that maybe could help you. Okay.
Or to make fun of me.
No,
That's
not-
okay.
So soft partying
Yeah.
is a new term and something you might want to think about. Okay. So what's happening in like they call it the 25 to 30 range, that they don't like to go out late, drink a lot, and be hungover the next day either. They're drinking less. They
Right.
want their sleep. They're in health. So they're drinking earlier in the day. So it's like a little bit softer partying. They're not like staying out late and waiting in lines and paying a lot of money to do it. So
Now, do you see that with your kids? You've got kids in college. Are they doing that, or are they still?
Yeah, they
doing
go out late and they get bombed.
yeah, they're still
yeah, the soft partying has not hit your household.
They're not interested in soft partying.
yeah.
They do the blackout drunk thing. Like they think that's really fun to drink so much they fall down. Yeah.
So okay, but and then the dry January, of course, is something. So dry January used to be, when it first came about, it was like it was a big flex,
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, that guy's going the whole month without drinking,
Right.
And okay, so but how many people do you think actually last the month?
Not
talking-
a lot.
Yeah. So dry January, about 30% of Americans participated in dry January, which is a big increase from the year before, but only 25% of the people make it the month.
Right.
So whatever that's.
Have you seen the ads on TV for now the non-alcoholic beers? There's a Heineken Zero and Ultra non-alcoholic. They're about mainstream with the non-alcoholic beers.
What's the point?
That's what. Yeah, it's. I do that. Going back to your other point. So if Friday night I was out at a bar in Ocean City, and I had a beer at dinner, but I went and then I had another beer at the bar, but then I went to a non-alcoholic beer.
Okay.
And
You know what that's called?
Yeah, I know.
Zebra stripe.
Yeah.
That's like the next.
Is that it? That's
Yeah.
So I do that, and it does occur to me, like, why do I do it? Why don't I just get a glass of water? I guess I just want to feel like I'm still in the presence of drinking or whatever it is. I don't know. I like to have I drink it slower than drinking.
I drink club soda.
Yeah,
And I pretend it's
Yeah.
Scotty's in club.
yeah. But I should just order water because I'm paying $6 for a non-alcoholic beer or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I should just do that. But I don't know.
Okay. So that used to be the flex dry January. Oh my God,
Yeah.
guys. The latest flex is abstinence, which is basically a fancy term for like staying off your phone in for a longer period of time. And which you think about how hard that would be. Like,
Right.
but there's this product out there. It's called Brick. It's a $59 physical gadget that helps you block your smartphone app usage. And it's like the 20 to 35-year-old people are buying this product and helping with it's because it's a big New Year's resolution for people.
Now, could you? What's a serious question? Could you do away with using your phone? Meaning, we talk about like what would you pay? What would it cost for you not to use your smartphone anymore in your life? is there a number that says, well, I could stop doing it tomorrow if they gave me $5 million? Or there's a number. What would get you to stop using your smartphone?
I hate my smartphone.
But would you stop using it?
Yeah, if you gave me 10 grand for one day, how long? Forever?
Forever.
Oh, forever. Yeah, like I hate that. If you gave me $1 million,
But okay, think about how you'd have to. I'd have to get a hard phone line in my house.
I would just ask my wife stuff. What does it say?
Yeah.
What does it say about this?
I'd have to get all the things I read online delivered
Right.
in hard copy. What else would happen?
So there's no amount of money in your sense to give it up. What about you, Jim M?
I'd give it up for free.
You give it up for free.
If Verizon would give me a flip phone for a very low cost like I used to have.
Okay.
I threw a party, an abstinence party, and nobody came.
Oh,
But this brick product, for if you're really thinking of trying to stop using your phone as much, it has like these features where, like, if you configure it and if you leave the house with because you have to like tap this device to allow you to use the phone, so it's like it adds another step as opposed to just picking up the phone and using it. But if you leave the house without unlocking it, basically you only get 5 times to unlock it. Without then it, like if you lock it, leave, and you want to you need to unlock it to use for directions or whatever, you basically have to call the company
Abstinence is it doesn't have to do with waiting, right? It has to do with
just not doing it.
Not doing it.
Got it. No, I was just thinking. I had a joke. I was going to say I have jokes about abstinence, but I'm going to wait.
Okay.
That's not that funny, right? Hey, back to hangovers. Lucky
That's procrastination.
Lucky told me about the worst hangover of his life was the day after he got married. He woke up and he said, "I agreed to what?"
it was Lincoln.
All right, so a couple other things. So apps. So the Consumer Electronics Show. There's a lot of like hubbub going on about that now in Las Vegas. All the cool gadgets and stuff like that. The big thing was the autonomous vehicles. This year they were showing off the advancements in those. It was like all over Las Vegas. These autonomous vehicles were.
Well, they've been driving there too, and they have Waymos in Vegas.
Yeah. But they were like trying to get people going to CES to get in them and whatnot. But I saw this other interesting product, and for our lady listeners out there, this Florida-based company called iPolish unveiled smart color changing press-on nails that basically flip between. They can change colors, 400 different shades in as little as 5 seconds. Pretty freaking cool.
So you're having little RF. There's got to be some radio frequency, some frequency somewhere coming off of your phone or is in that nail.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's a waste of money. Why? I mean, because you can't.
You'd much rather paint your nails yourself?
No, but can you reuse? I mean, it's like, because women get the nail grows underneath it. Can you take them on and off? I don't know.
Color changing press-on nails. So I don't know. Press-ons, I think you probably take them off at some point, but I thought it was cool. I thought for promoting some products to our female listeners.
Yeah. Jim said he used to enjoy biting his nails, but he was having difficulty, so I suggested he take his boots off. Hey, I got a joke about electronics. So this
I could get my leg up there.
this blonde walks into a electronics store and she says, "I want to buy this TV." And the guy behind the counter says, "We don't serve blondes here, so we don't provide service to blondes." She's confused, but she goes to the hairdresser next door and she dyes her hair black. And she comes in and she says, "I want to buy this TV." And he says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve blondes here." She's a little confused because now she's brunette, but she goes next door again. She turns into a redhead, comes back in. "I want to buy this TV." And he says, "Hey, lady, we don't serve blondes here." And she goes, "How do you know it's blonde?" And he says, "Because that's a microwave." It's not a TV.
So going back to the beginning of that,
Long joke for that.
to autonomous vehicles. So you talked about this, right? What are you feeling about it? Now you've watched the CES show.
Yeah.
And I am, for the one that has the car industry background, I remain a cynic about autonomous vehicles getting widespread usage. And so, but what do you think about it? Let's call it our lifetimes or our kids' lifetimes. Do you think there will be widespread autonomous?
100%. Just to see how quickly it's picked up in a bunch of cities.
They still have not put it in a city with snow of
Okay.
rain at any great regulator. They're starting to do testing. I read in Baltimore, maybe in Philadelphia and New York, but it's pretty limited testing.
So the cities where they're running, if it rains, they don't run.
There's typically warm weather Sunbelt cities, right?
Okay.
They're Texas, California, Nevada, things like that, where the weather's not, it's predictable for the most part. And I don't know if they're using them. They must work during the rain. I will grant you that, but it's still not. They haven't figured out some things about the bad weather.
I feel like we should fade to black and white, and you should be talking about how the buggy's never going to replace
Yeah,
the horse.
I remain cynical because of that reason. The other one is because it's still who's responsible for when the accident happens. It's going to happen. Is it the car manufacturer, is the owner of the car, whatever? And I still believe that the lawyers are going to get their hooks into this, and it's going to prevent it from happening widespread.
So, okay, like you don't think that there'll be legislation that absolves risk like that? You know what I mean? Like
Congress has had an opportunity to write legislation. They have yet to do it, and the states are doing it on one by one. But honestly, you could, again, being cynical about the political process, the trial bar is a big voice in Washington, right?
Yeah.
They're going to want to get something that doesn't either absolve anybody.
Yeah.
Right. They want to be able to go after somebody.
Yeah. It would be analogous to like the NCAA now, where they're like, they don't have to follow like, business,
Right.
commerce, monopolistic kinds of things. They can do certain things. They have a pass.
Yeah.
I think if the industry's big enough, they're going to.
It'll be interesting to watch. I just think it's going to be. I understand the premise of a city where you can send a car to pick somebody up, and then that car comes back on its own and could be used by somebody else, right? That could be your family. It could be a taxi.
Let me answer this question. This is incredibly naive, but I always had the impression that it'll eventually be the grid, whatever that means, controlling the car, not the car controlling itself. Is that a possibility? Like I'm going to get into this box on wheels and program where I want to go.
Right.
And it's going to take me there as if it's like the metro. Like or is the computer going to be in my car and there's going to be millions of
the cars will be talking to each other. That's
Yeah.
part of it. So the grid is supposed to be not just the car talking to each other, but it's also supposed to be talking to the traffic light. It's supposed to be talking to the infrastructure.
Yeah.
And that's working in those geofenced areas where they're doing it. So you've got smart systems that do that. So it's a little bit of both.
My dream is to be able to pull onto the Beltway, say that I want to go to New Jersey and take a nap.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that'll ever be allowed. You could do that in a Tesla now, right? You could put it on autopilot, and you have to have just limited, that your hand's got to touch the wheel every now and then.
Mouse chair below the car.
Yeah, it's something like that. And so you could do that now. The issue is I don't think you'll ever be able to do it and just fall asleep. I just don't think that would be possible.
Yeah,
because somebody wants the legislation says that somebody's got to be nearby to control it right now. That may change, but that's
why.
Okay, let me throw it out there. Okay, aren't there are streetcars and subways? Is there a human always associated with that, like a light rail? Take a light rail.
I thought there's always a driver. I thought there was. I don't.
Okay, all right. Because I was thinking, like, what mass transit now has no driver? Is there?
I think there's somebody sitting in there all the time.
Okay.
There's a conductor or a.
Yeah, I think there's a person to press a button. And
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
But there's other ones. If you go on to your point, if you go to an airport that has a tram system, right, to go between the terminal and the gate, they don't have somebody on there. That's just moving back and forth.
True. Okay. So I was
So
thinking
they do
something like that.
Yeah.
Like there was an accident, who's liable?
Right.
At the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Case.
All right. Change subject. So some food items. So the new food pyramid was announced this week.
Yeah.
Mr. Fun, does it register with you the food pyramid?
I don't pay attention to that.
No?
Right. Pyramid scam.
Yes.
What about? I mean, does it?
It makes sense. I think it's common sense.
It's Kennedy.
RFK did it. It's his group. FDA, I guess, ultimately comes out with it, and I think it makes sense. It's not they basically eliminated processed foods from.
Yeah. Well,
the pyramid.
I guess the point is like, how influential is the pyramid in terms? Is anybody's food choices going to change?
What it is influential is the schools.
Yes.
Right, because they have to follow the the FDA guidelines for the meals.
So the school lunches are impacted.
Yeah, they're going to get and which will then have a knock-on effect onto eating behaviors of children
So
as they grow old.
So as they get rid of the square pizza in the schools, like no more square pizza.
It can only be a certain percentage of the daily calories, I think, if I understood it correctly.
Military too.
Prisons and military.
Yeah. But I mean, but what they like, it's all this hubbub on it, but it all makes sense. Red meat is important, proteins,
Right.
Full fat dairy. No, like they basically call out highly processed foods, which makes sense.
So, I mean, you got to play the long game with it, right? The long game was that food pyramid when it came out there was some version of it in the 70s.
1992, the food pyramid was introduced.
But they're having guidelines over time.
Yeah.
And that's when the processed foods came in, right? As part of those guidelines, or use 92 for that matter. And the country's fatter than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Since that pyramid.
Yeah.
So you got to flip it the other way, which is to try to get people to be healthier.
Yeah.
So it's going to take 30 years.
Well, it's interesting to see these different pyramids. Like the 92 pyramid encouraged bread and pasta. And basically, those are probably larger contributors to being
carbohydrates.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But come simple sugars, right? Or something like that. And they convert.
Yeah.
I was watching something about every service member in World War II, part of their rations were cigarettes because of the health benefit to cigarettes. It's the craziest thing ever.
Well, the people were, I mean, they were skinnier for sure. They were smoking, they were drinking, and they presumably eating.
Why are you looking at me when you're talking about being overweight?
Three square meals. But the cigarettes back then didn't have the chemicals that cigarettes today.
Is that right?
I believe that to be true. I'm looking to our cigarette correspondent over there. I believe, like Camels they were unfiltered, right? They were pretty additive free. I think Camels, right?
I think even you needed something to make you happy.
Yeah,
even if
but I think the other cigarettes have chemicals in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's changed. Yeah,
Smoking's
not
back in.
condoning cigarettes,
But
but
I understand that cigarettes are bad.
they are in. We were having the conversation. They are in a lot of movies now, and a lot of shows. Well, who's watching Landman?
Yeah.
They're smoking inside.
I know.
In the car and indoors.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the smell of pot is killing me right now.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more food thing too. They introduced a new Girl Scout cookie this week. It's called Explore More's. So it's a Rocky Road ice cream inspired sandwich cookie that reflects the spirit of exploration at the heart of every Girl Scout. Mr. Fun.
What? Yeah.
Steer clear from what.
So crazy.
You
Very
can't-
crazy. I have daughters.
So what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I Thin Mints were always kind of the go.
Really?
But I like to have Samoas.
Yeah, me too.
I like
Yeah.
Samoas.
I do. The Thin Mints frozen are good.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 11 Girl Scout cookies now.
Too many.
Okay,
By the way,
Choices.
not on the food pyramid. That is
How much is a box?
artificial.
Do you know?
they keep going up.
How much are they?
They,
Anybody
plus
know?
they've had string food.
It's got to be like $5 or $6.
I thought we were $7.50.
Yeah.
That number rings a bell. Okay, trefoils is one. That's the shortbread one. Toffee-tastic, which I had no idea. Rich buttery cookie with toffee bits, Thin Mints, tagalongs, which are one of my favorites. The crispy cookie layered with peanut butter, covered with chocolate. I like to freeze those. They have 2 lemon flavored cookies, Lemon Ups and lemonades. Whatever.
So let's say on a related note, so the Girl Scouts set up outside the grocery store, like the Salvation Army guy ringing the bell during Christmas.
Yeah.
What's your strategy? No eye contact. Just what?
No, you know what? I'll buy a box.
But
No,
every
I'll
time?
buy one. Yeah.
No, like every time you go to the grocery.
I don't grocery shop.
Okay, but if you went every 2 days to the grocery store, you're going to buy a box.
I'll say I got one last week.
Here's the only
Yeah.
here's the only reason why I won't buy. Because when the little girl in my neighborhood knocks on my door, I'm feel inclined to buy like 10 boxes.
Okay.
Because she's out
Hustling.
and I know her. She lives like 3 doors down. So I'm going to be like, yeah,
How old is she? Like 25 now? How many boxes does she sell you?
she sells a lot of cookies.
She's flipping.
She's selling.
flipping.
She's selling me Explore More.
Exactly.
At this point. But okay. So what about the guy ringing the bell at the grocery store? The Salvation Army. What's the strategy there?
Yeah.
I'll tell you well, do you get change anymore?
Right.
Okay. What if you don't? I mean, do you have a guilt when you walk by that guy? Typically a guy, they're women, but you have guilt when you walk.
More times than not, I don't have cash in my pocket.
Right.
I don't carry a lot of cash, so I can walk past guilt free. But if I have money in my pocket, and I don't give, I feel guilty.
But what if you have it's a 20 in your pocket? You're going to throw 20 into the barrel?
That's the change.
I'll-
Let's go to open up the barrel.
Yeah.
I'd like to give you
You
$1.
would do that.
I
You
would.
would do
Do you have $19 change?
Now, I will say I did, so I go to the grocery store fairly frequently, and he was there, and I wouldn't give money, but at the
Who's
end
he?
of
Is
the
he dressed like Santa? Is he working?
he's
hard?
ringing a bell, whatever, and he helps you with the shop.
Salvation Army.
And I think Salvation Army.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And so I threw him a 10 at the end of the kind of right before Christmas, just because I didn't do it because I walked by him probably half a dozen times.
Got it. He probably started recognizing you.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh, I won't even ring the bell for
he's
you.
the guy with the sunglasses and the hat.
Yeah, who looks away. You used to be a proponent of buying homeless people food. That was a big thing.
I have done that, and
Yeah.
and
And half of them didn't want the food.
they didn't want the food.
Yeah.
Which says what they really want is obviously money.
Yeah.
Are
Right.
they homeless? You don't call them homeless anymore, right?
They're unhoused.
Unhoused people.
Unhoused.
Unhoused?
I
Really?
think it's
Something
unhoused.
like-
It's something like that.
Yeah.
It's like unhoused.
Why aren't we allowed to say they're homeless?
Because they have if they live in a tent, they're just not living with something with four walls. So they're
come on.
unhoused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
We used to call them bums,
Yeah.
and then again,
Hobos.
yeah, you call them a hobo.
Okay.
A hobo. Hobo's a guy who hops on a train, right? Isn't there a-
Yeah, he had a bandana on a stick.
Yeah.
They all had bandanas on sticks back then. And I don't know what they kept in the bandana.
Did you ever run away from home?
I got to Helen Street. It was about a block away.
How old were you?
I was very young. I had my sleeping bag and I dragged it up the street. And the first car that came by, I saw the headlights and I ran back home. I started to think about it a little bit. And I was like, this is
Why? Do you remember what precipitated it?
I don't know. Probably I didn't get my favorite dinner or something.
Okay.
Like this.
Did you ever run?
I packed numerous times, but never.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never did, but it was one time I remember it's sort of related. I went to take a nap one time, like surprisingly, and some that we were living in Colorado, and my family thought I had run away. They went searching for me,
Oh my
like
God.
through the neighborhood. They never thought to check upstairs where I was staying.
Did you have a falling out?
No, it was just one of these sort of odd things. It was just
Okay.
one of the. But they thought
Were they disappointed when they found you?
Yeah, that's right. They were remodeling the bedroom. They were coming in with new stuff.
That's how it
yeah. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's going on?
All right, I got one more thing. Okay, provocative question of the week.
Okay.
Okay, and I've been trial testing this with a lot of people. Okay, you have a bowl of grapes in front of you. 1,000 grapes are in the bowl in front of you.
Yep.
One of them will instantly kill you, but every grape you eat is $100,000 in your pocket.
Right.
How many grapes you can eat?
So 1 in 1,000 chance that first one will kill me.
Right.
And I get $100,000
For every grape.
Every grape.
I want to say that I wouldn't eat any because I just don't want to risk my life. But then again,
I would say no. I wouldn't take.
You wouldn't even. Okay.
My wife is worth more than $100,000.
Yeah.
That's how
She's
I
a
would-
listener.
yeah, I would equate that.
Yeah.
I think if
when you
if-
stop, if you're willing to eat
No,
more-
no, but if you elevate the number to more than $100,000, it changes the calculus.
let's do that. Let's
So if it's
$500,000.
a
I
half,
have. Would you eat one for half a
I
million?
think
I
you
would
got-
definitely eat at least one.
I think you got to get to $1 million from it.
$1 million to eat one grape.
You eat one grape.
And some people have said, I'll eat 10, like to get $1 million. Now, and that my next question is, would you eat them one by one, or would you pop is 5 at a time? Because if I'm going to eat multiple ones, I'm not eating them. Oh, okay, I'm alive. Okay, I'm going to eat the second one. Oh, I'm still alive. You got to eat them in bulk. Is mine.
Oh,
Why? I
So
don't
you get the grueling pain of risking your life is elongated over a longer period of time.
I wouldn't eat a bunch of them.
I think I would go one at a time.
Yeah,
Why?
because you're
If
increasing the
you
odds.
say I'm going to eat 10, why wouldn't you just 5 and 5 in your mouth?
Because I would rather have I could make the decision again. If I say I'm going to eat 10,
Yeah.
but say I get through 5, I'm like, I'm okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Would
give up.
you eat a grape for 100,000 that has been up Lucky's ass?
oh, that's a good question. That's
No.
provocative.
For
Yeah, you would
$100,000?
100,000
A grape that's been up his ass?
for 30 minutes.
No.
No.
Would you?
Yes, you would.
No, for 100 grand. Would you?
Oh, I eat it with a smile on my face.
You wouldn't even out of my butt.
I have principles. My principles are worth more than.
What would you,
I need a grape.
I'd do it.
yeah.
Would you do?
Yeah, sure.
You would eat a grape?
Yeah.
That's after than a Lucky's ass.
Yeah, sure. For 100 grand. I'm not gonna eat a single grape for.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's the number that gets like if it's not 100 grand? Say it's 50 grand.
I might do it for 10.
Oh yeah, 50 grand.
$10. I might do it for 10 grand.
10 grand. Yeah, sure.
You know what? No, okay, you have the money, but you'd be made fun of for the rest of your life.
I could take it.
Do you want? Hey, have you licked Lucky's bunghole in a while? You know, like
There are people who do that for fun.
oh, 100% it's fun.
So
Ass blast.
I would do it for 10 grand.
Yeah, I'm Rob.
There's, what would it take to do that, Pip? If people look at you, you're the most likely.
So is he dropping it out, or are we going in for it?
Yes.
Are we going in for it, or is he dropping it out and then we eat?
Oh, he's dropping it out. He's putting.
No, yeah, that's extra. That's an extra. That's for their money.
Because I split a 70-30 with Rob. He goes in.
You get it out, and I'll eat it.
And we'll split it 50-50. No, 70-30.
That's a,
Sorry.
I don't know if I don't know what the number would be. My instant reaction is no.
Ever.
Okay, no grape.
No, maybe not. No, and maybe not ever. I just don't know what it would be. And maybe it's something about the grape.
Oh, it's the grape you don't like.
So, like, maybe if it was like, no, it maybe call it a
grape.
no, call it an M&M.
Oh,
Poison or
That would be better.
his ass?
No, because I guess it's something about the grape you gotta chew.
oh. Oh, so you want it to be smaller.
Yeah. If it was something else, I'd probably.
I'd eat a
100 grand.
watermelon if he could get it. His ass. For 10 grand.
But you don't want to sit there and chew it.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, once you're in, you're in. I mean, you're all in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't.
What can you get up your alley?
I don't.
You can get an orange.
I would not eat the grape. Not
Like if it
because
was
of the
steel.
not because of the ass juice on it. I would not want to be made fun of for the rest of my life of eating grapes out of Biff's ass.
Right.
Like that's the part I wouldn't.
That's why I said no. By the way,
You're doing it because you don't want the ass juice.
no. I also if there's a principle to it, I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to. To your point, you know,
What kind of friends are
I
you?
like my.
What kind of
I think
friends
my
are
pride's worth more than 100 grand.
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that. Yeah, as I look at my Barbie doll, that's gonna be everybody on the
Faith?
All right, well here we are, Mr. Fun. After that scintillating discussion,
Joke of the day?
You have a joke of the week.
The joke of the week. So I
Last joke. What are we calling that? Last joke.
Risque joke.
No, we can't stop calling it risky.
Yeah.
So I the other day I snuck into a gynecologist's office and I put on his white coat and this woman comes in and she says, "It's the first time I've been to the lady doctor." And I didn't let on that I wasn't the lady doctor. I said, "Well, please strip down and move down into the stirrups." So that's what she did, and I started to explore her lady parts, and she was like, "Any way to make it numb down there?" And I was like, "Okay," and I put my face in and went num 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 num.
Jesus.
Wait a minute. Is that his name? Numbing?
I don't know.
Were you numbing?
It worked for the joke.
If you want to hear more of that, go to It's a Boot in Gaithersburg, Maryland, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right? The 14th.
Yeah.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
And how many comedians?
Don't know. When I
went.
went, because I checked it out a month ago, there were probably 25 people.
So, and they have how long?
They're supposed to have 5 minutes, but what's interesting is that particular host, for whatever reason, let him go. So, in fact, there were people who made fun of it. Like, "Hey, it took a lot for me to get up here tonight, so I'm taking as much time as I need." And I was like, this is uncomfortable.
But
Because normally it's a hard 5, and the other comedians get mad at you if you're...
Right, because there's a, what is it, 8 to 10 for
Yeah.
argument? So
Yeah.
you've got 2 hours. So if somebody goes long, it's pushing the person that's there.
Yeah.
in the end.
And then there were some people, there were 2 comedians in particular who I think are professional comedians, and they went much longer than 5. And they were funny.
And
They made the show.
And how early do you have to go to sign up?
So this is what's really neat. I think I've achieved another level of successes in my aspirations. I told her the producer that I had just done the DC Improv,
Right.
and she said, "Okay, you're on the list." So I didn't have to sign up.
Oh, okay.
So I
And they
think
didn't validate that you.
well, I sent her the tape. Sent her the tape of my performance. So she said, "You're right." Now the problem is, so all the coaching is I do the set until I'm proficient, comfortable on stage, whatever. And I've had a few people say, "We got to do different stuff." I'm like, "Wait, I got."
Did you? I sent you the Jerry Seinfeld thing.
Yeah.
If you watch it, and which was the three comedians that were on, Mark Norman, I forgot the other guy's name, is the fact that they do the same set day in and day out.
Yeah.
For a season, right? Whatever their tour season
Right.
is. And some days they do it better than other days, but they don't change it.
That's the plan. That's the plan. And then I just based on what I'm getting laughs at, I'll take some stuff out and I'll try some new stuff, but it'll be the same set.
It'll be the same. Yeah. Because we are going. Are you going? Are you?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, don't be bored. It's the same set.
Okay.
That's right. I want to see the audience.
How about our other big news?
We have big news, which is great news. And we've started sharing it really last night for the first time. But we have secured a radio slot. So the show will be, last month we will be on radio starting the 24th, which is a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
WGMD, which is the Talk of Delmarva. For those not from the area, Delmarva is the peninsula that Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. And we'll have a Saturday night slot. We will promote it. We will have an hour where the show will be out there. We will be, which Lucky and I have studied the roster of shows a bit. As far as we know, we'll be the only humor-based show on their slot. So we're excited about that. So you'll be able to live stream it, right? The show, if anybody wants to, if they're not in the area, if you're in the area and near Ocean City and kind of that Salisbury, Cambridge, and that even Rehoboth to a certain extent, you'll be able to listen to it live on the radio or even live stream it outside, and then we will turn that into the podcast the next week. So
are we more than what? Okay, so we're more than podcasters now.
We're a radio show.
Have we crossed like the line? Are we entertainers? Like what's the next step?
That's a good question. I would just say we've gone to radio show host, right?
Okay.
We have a radio show.
And I have a face for radio. So this is perfect.
This is perfect. But we want to grow the audience there and move to maybe different time slots and maybe get something. It's part of our growth. So 3 years into it.
Yeah.
We've practiced this 158 times.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go live. So we're very excited about it.
I'm totally looking forward to it.
Yep, me too.
So it'll be fun. So we will, for friends and family in the area, we will do a listening party on the 24th.
Yeah.
In somewhere on the Eastern Shore. So we were looking forward to that. So very excited to do it with you guys. Yeah. So good. That's my New Year's resolution. Get on the radio.
Oh, okay. That doesn't count.
Very nice.
Why don't you zebra stripe?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Word of the year for each of us before I let New Year's fade into the distant past. Mine is execute, because I am a guy who has 1,000 ideas. Several have been put on paper, and I failed to execute a lot of them. So execution.
Mine is okay. So I'm going to have which is it? Webster's that has 2 words.
Yeah.
Tainted grapes. Avoid tainted grapes.
Avoid.
Oh, that's right.
The poison ones and the ones out of Biff's ass.
Even for 10 grand.
No.
All right.
Mine's sort of similar to yours, though, that I said last night at the event we were at. Me, the word is dreams. You're never too old to go after it.
Yeah.
Follow your dream.
That's what it is. And I think that's what it is.
Dare to dream.
Chase your dreams. You could do something like that. But it's like execute, though. It's not just to say it. It's actually do something.
I got to do it.
You got to do something.
Yeah.
That's very good.
All right.
Good. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Jim M., we got you off with just only a laugh track for the most part.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
That's good. So we're glad to see you, and glad to hear. I can't talk all of a sudden because I was this close to falling off my resolution. I'm moving a little slow today.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you fell.
Is it the time with the podcast where it grinds to a halt?
It is grinding to a halt.
All right. Yeah.
I want to thank the listeners. That's what I was trying to get to. And, remember, reach out to us at feedback at laughsmartly.com. And also talk about 2023 at gmail.com. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. So till we do it again next week, let me just say goodbye.
You don't need to know a thing about your dreams. There's a part of me that wants to let you in, but that part that never went. We've got a good thing going on. You make my everyday. I hope you stay. Just don't let love get in the way. I don't need to have a claim on you, and you know that you got no claim on me. Let's keep it clean and simple, and I'm certain that you'll keep a smile on me. You may have heard that I'm a tomcat, but it's just that there's a lot of cats around. I hope you stay. Just don't let love get in the way.